Have you ever felt invisible? Like no matter how kind, how capable, how strong you are, the world only notices someone else. This is the story of Emma Reed, a woman who showed up to her sister's $1,000,000 wedding in a dress worth less than the flowers on the table. She didn't come to be seen. She came to make sure everything went right. But she never imagined that the one man everyone admired, the billionaire best man, would see her more clearly than anyone ever had. The estate looked like something out of a luxury magazine. White marble floors, crystal chandeliers, a string quartet rehearsing near the fountain. This wedding cost more than Emma's yearly salary. Her sister Claire, the bride, stood surrounded by stylists, planners, and photographers. Everyone moved when Claire spoke. Emma stood quietly near the doorway. She wore a simple pale blue dress, no jewelry, no designer label. Her hair neatly tied back. She checked the seating chart again. When the florist panicked about missing roses, Emma fixed it. When the caterer mixed up plates, Emma handled it. When Claire's veil tore slightly, Emma stitched it herself. No one thanked her. No one noticed. And Emma didn't expect them to. His name was Daniel Whitmore, tech entrepreneur, investor, net worth whispered in numbers people didn't say out loud. He was the groom's best friend, confident, composed, effortless. Women noticed him instantly. But Daniel wasn't watching the crowd. He noticed the woman in blue, quietly fixing problems no one else saw. He saw how she calmed staff with kindness, how she stepped back so others could shine, how she smiled only when no one was looking. When she handed him a corrected speech card and said softly, "I think this is the right version," their fingers brushed. Daniel looked up. "Thank you," he said. She nodded and walked away. For some reason, he couldn't stop thinking about her. The wedding was perfect. Claire walked down the aisle like royalty. Guests wiped tears. Cameras flashed. Emma stood at the back, holding an emergency kit. Safety pins, tissues, lipstick, sewing thread. Just in case. When applause filled the air, Emma clapped softly. Daniel turned around. And for the first time that day, their eyes met again. There was something in her expression. Not sadness, but acceptance. As if she had learned long ago not to expect anything more. That look stayed with him. The reception sparkled with champagne and laughter. Emma moved between tables, unnoticed. When a drunk guest spilled wine on Claire's dress, Emma rushed forward, fixed it quietly, and disappeared again. Daniel watched. Later, he found her outside near the garden lights. "You're Emma, right?" he asked. She looked surprised. "Yes," I wanted to say. "You've been holding this entire day together." She smiled politely. "It's my sister's wedding." "And who holds you together?" he asked. The question caught her off guard. She didn't know how to answer. No one had ever asked her that before. Inside, Claire laughed with friends. "She's always been like that," Claire said casually, talking about Emma, happy staying in the background. Daniel didn't smile. Later that night, Claire snapped at Emma over a tiny mistake. Emma apologized, even though it wasn't her fault. Daniel saw everything. That night, under the fairy lights, he said to Emma, "You don't realize how extraordinary you are." She shook her head. "I'm just the extra." Daniel replied quietly, "No, you're the reason everything works." And for the first time in years, Emma felt seen. When the wedding ended, Emma prepared to leave early. No farewell speech. No thank you. Just a folded dress and tired feet. Daniel stopped her. "Have dinner with me tomorrow." She laughed softly. "That's not my world." "Then let me step into yours," he said. Emma hesitated. She had spent her life believing love was something other people deserved. But something in his eyes felt safe. Honest. She agreed. Over weeks, Daniel learned her story. How she sacrificed dreams for family. How she learned to stay quiet to keep peace. How she believed she was only valuable when useful. And slowly, Emma changed. She spoke up. She laughed louder. She chose herself. At a charity gala months later, Emma walked in confident, graceful. Claire barely recognized her. Daniel took her hand and whispered, "I loved you before anyone else did." Emma didn't become visible because of money or status. She became visible because someone finally reminded her of her worth. And sometimes, The love that changes your life is the one that sees you when you think no one ever could. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to Mukadasa Story Hub for more unforgettable stories of love, strength, and self-worth, because the quiet ones often have the most powerful stories.